Good evening, viewers. You're now watching Hornbill TV. The Lok Sabha seats of all the states in the country will be increased by 50%. This was informed by Union Law Minister Arjun Ram Meghwal in the Lok Sabha on Thursday. He also informed that the total seat in the House will be increased to 815, of which 272 will be reserved for women. The statement was made as the center table 3 bills for which a special session was convened for the next 3 days, and the Constitutional Amendment Bill and Delimitation Bill was also tabled by the Law Minister, while Union Home Minister Amit Shah introduced the Union Territories Law Amendment Bill.
मैं सदन को थोड़ा अवगत कराना चाहता हूं। जब आजादी के 75 वर्ष के बाद अमृतकाल के युग में प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने नए संसद भवन में पहले बिल के रूप में 18 से 21 सितंबर 2023 को विशेष सत्र के माध्यम से नारी शक्ति वंदन अधिनियम पारित करवाकर लोकसभा व विधानसभा में महिलाओं के 33% प्रतिनिधित्व को सुनिश्चित करके लोकतंत्र को पुष्पित व पल्लवित करने का अभिनव कार्य किया है। आज उसी श्रृंखला में हम ये अमेंडमेंट बिल लेकर के आए हैं। इसी संसद में 17वीं लोकसभा के दौरान 18 से 21 सितंबर 2023 को आयोजित विशेष सत्र में पारित किए द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन 106 अमेंडमेंट एक्ट, जिसको हम नारी शक्ति वंदन कहते हैं, और जिसको 28 सितंबर को राष्ट्रपति जी ने अनुमोदित किया। इसके माध्यम से संविधान के आर्टिकल 330 ए, 332 ए, 334 ए को इंसर्ट किया गया था तथा आर्टिकल 239 ए में अमेंडमेंट किया गया था, ताकि लोकसभा व राज्य विधानसभाओं तथा एनसीटी दिल्ली की असेंबली में भी लगभग 1/3 सीटें नारी शक्ति के लिए आरक्षित की जा सके। इस संबंध में सदन में चर्चा के दौरान विपक्ष में अन्य दल के नेताओं ने अनुरोध किया था कि इस वुमेन रिजर्वेशन बिल का क्रियान्वयन जल्दी से जल्दी किया जाए। हालांकि जो प्रोविजन 2023 के संविधान संशोधन में किए गए थे, उसके अनुसार ये महिला आरक्षण तभी ऑपरेटिव होना प्रस्तावित था जब इस एक्ट के लागू होने के बाद पहली रिलेवेंट सेंसस 2026 की जनगणना के आधार पर डिलिमिटेशन एक्सरसाइज को पूरा किया जाए। दूसरे शब्दों में कहा जाए तो महिलाओं के लिए आरक्षण तब तक लागू नहीं किया जा सकता था जब तक 2026 के बाद प्रकाशित होने वाली सेंसस फिगर के आधार पर डिलिमिटेशन एक्सरसाइज नहीं की जाती। अगली सेंसस और उसके बाद की डिलिमिटेशन प्रक्रिया में अभी पर्याप्त समय लगेगा, जिससे वुमेन की इफेक्टिव पार्टिसिपेशन में डिले होगा। इसलिए अध्यक्ष जी, आज जो हम ये अमेंडमेंट लेकर के आ रहे हैं, उनका मूल उद्देश्य लोकसभा राज्य विधानसभाओं में महिलाओं के लिए 33% सीटें जो आरक्षित करने संबंधी प्रावधानों को लागू करने के उद्देश्य से हैं। इसके लिए संविधान के आर्टिकल 55, आर्टिकल 81, 82, 172, 330, 332 और 33A में संशोधन का प्रस्ताव है, जो बिल में साफ साफ उल्लेखित है। द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन 106 अमेंडमेंट एक्ट 2023 लोकसभा तथा विधानसभा महिलाओं के लिए लगभग 1/3 सीटों का रिजर्वेशन, जिसमें SC/ST भी शामिल हैं, प्रदान किया गया है। ये उल्लेखनीय है कि सरकार का उद्देश्य महिलाओं के लिए आरक्षित सीटों का वर्तमान में उपलब्ध सीटों के अतिरिक्त इन एडिशन टू और ओवर एंड अबव रखना है, न कि वर्तमान अलोकेशन ऑफ सीट को प्रभावित करना। यहाँ यह भी उल्लेखनीय है कि महिला सीटों हेतु किया जा रहा आरक्षण हॉरिजेंटल यानी कुल सीटों में से 33% होने के साथ साथ वर्टिकल भी है, अर्थात SC और ST के लिए रिजर्व सीटों में भी 33% सीटें महिलाओं की भागीदारी सुनिश्चित करेगा। पूरे देश में एक समान और न्याय संगत तरीके से महिलाओं के लिए 1/3 सीटों के रिजर्वेशन को प्रभावी बनाने के लिए ये आवश्यक होगा कि लोकसभा में वर्तमान सीटों के अतिरिक्त कुल सीटों की संख्या में समान रूप से 50% की वृद्धि की जाए। लोकसभा की वर्तमान सीटों में 50% की वृद्धि की जाती है तो सदन की नई स्ट्रेंथ 815 सदस्यों की होगी। इसमें से 272 सीटें महिलाओं के लिए आरक्षित होगी, जो कुल 815 सीटों का 1/3 है। तो ये सिंपल सा एक फॉर्मूला है और इसमें सबको कोई नुकसान नहीं हो रहा है, किसी भी पुरुष वर्ग को भी नुकसान नहीं हो रहा है और किसी राज्य को कोई नुकसान नहीं हो रहा। जो ताकत जिस राज्य की है उतनी ही ताकत आने वाले समय में रहेगी। वर्ष 2011 की सेंसस के जनसंख्या के आंकड़ों के संबंध में यही उपलब्ध नवीनतम सेंसस फिगर है और वर्ष 25 में अधिसूचित वर्तमान जनगणना प्रक्रिया के परिणाम किसी भी स्थिति में 2027 के उत्तरार्ध या 28 के प्रारंभ से पहले उपलब्ध नहीं होंगे। 2011 की जनगणना का उपयोग रीएडजस्टमेंट या डिवीजन ऑफ टेरिटोरियल कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी तथा SC/ST के लिए सीटों के अलोकेशन के लिए किया जाएगा। ये हमने हमारा जो उद्देश्य है बिल का उसमें भी लिखा है। आज इस ऐतिहासिक अवसर पर मैं देश के पूर्व राष्ट्रपति मिसाइल मैन, करोड़ों युवाओं के प्रेरणा स्रोत भारत रत्न डॉक्टर अब्दुल कलाम साहब को भी याद करना चाहूंगा। जब 3 अक्टूबर 2005 को कलकत्ता, मद्रास और मुंबई विश्वविद्यालय के कंबाइंड इनॉग्रल एड्रेस के दौरान जब मुंबई यूनिवर्सिटी के एक छात्रा ने एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम साहब को पूछा, इंडियन पॉलिटिक्स में महिलाओं की भागीदारी को लेकर के एक सवाल किया। अध्यक्ष जी, आपकी अनुमति हो तो वो सवाल मैं पढ़ जाता हूं। एक महिला ने, लड़की ने पूछा, व्हाट इज द फ्यूचर ऑफ वुमन इन इंडियन पॉलिटिक्स व्हेन ऑल द पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज आर अपोजिंग द वुमेन्स बिल? ये सवाल पूछा। एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम साहब ने क्या जवाब दिया? डेफिनेटली द रिजर्वेशन ऑफ 33% short will come. It is only a matter of time. Success generally does not come without encountering problem. This is what women have to do collectively for getting the bill passed. ये समय आज आ गया है। एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम साहब ने उस समय कहा, समय आएगा, वो आ गया।
Deputy Chief Minister Lok Sabha co-chaired a consultative meeting with stakeholders, experts and scientists to address concerns over the declining condition of tree bean, which is also called Yongchuk, a seasonal and economically significant crop in Manipur. The meeting brought together representatives from Manipur University, DM University, ICAR, CSIR and EIST, and officials from the Forest and Environment Departments, among others. Highlighting the importance of Yongchuk, the Deputy Chief Minister noted that the crop, which is highly valued and often commands high prices during its season, has been witnessing large-scale decline and dying of trees in recent years. He stressed the need for scientific intervention, conservation measures and also coordinated efforts among departments and research institutions to promote and revive Yongchuk cultivation in the state. As part of promotional efforts, the DCO also announced that a Yongchuk festival will be organized between April to raise awareness and encourage cultivation of the crop. The initiative aims to bring together stakeholders and experts to explore sustainable solutions and boost the production of Yongchuk in Manipur.
Yongchuk, you mentioned here in the consultative meeting that we or your government should organize this Yongchuk festival.
Yes.
How do you think it will be helpful to the growers as well as to the development of Yongchuk as well?
I'm grateful to the scientists of our state. All these eminent scientists, they all came here with all kind of research about Yongchuk promotion and development. And actually we know that it's a very, very important crop, but still we're thrilled to hear these great people saying this. So it's a very, very beneficial for my department also. So they suggested, they have recommended that we should form a Yongchuk mission. And I really endorse to that. I want to take up that my department, and that's very challenging. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to all these great people. They're so humble. They came with all knowledge, research, and I praise them. But above that, I want to praise God for providing these great people to our people in the state of Manipur. So very important.
But
very.
When can we expect this new Yongchuk festival?
New Yongchuk festival can be held any time now, but we should have this April. Otherwise, by May it will be overripe, and then there won't be so much of fruit. But now it's the maximum time. So I told them, if you have another Yongchuk festival, let's make it immediately. Then farmers will be excited to bring big, beautiful Yongchuk, and then they can showcase the production. No? And it'll become a very, it's a beautiful vegetable crop. So it doesn't get rotten fast. So, you can attract a lot of farmers and then even buyers. It'll be very interesting. Because I wish to organize that. So these people, the association, the scientists, they want to come up with the immediate plan for that. I'll wait for a few days, 1-2 days, and then let's see. I want to cooperate with them.
That means, can we expect within this month of April?
Yes, it should be done this month. Otherwise, this ours is from December to April, I think. Like today, they said Bangkok. The Thailand is August to December, something like that. The timing, our time is different, no? So our time is the right time.
Thangchang Robert Singh, Associate Professor, Department of Life Sciences Botany, Manipur University, said that both short-term and long-term strategies are required to revive the crop. He noted that while long-term research outcomes will take time, immediate steps can be initiated though. He further suggested introducing incentives and awards for farmers to encourage Yongchuk cultivation, along with setting parameters to improve quality and productivity.
There is no scientific data or management of Yongchuk, and which is lacking. So in my talk, I have already established what is a short-term goal and what is a long-term goal. So the outcome of the research, which is a long-term, will take some time, but it is very much needed. Now, the short-term is that we have to identify, it's already known what is the best Yongchuk, the tree bean variety or seeds are. So start from there, then multiplying there, and also popularize through this kind of exhibitions or, the mela and all these things. And also we can start, giving incentives or awards to the best Yongchuk growing, farmer, etc., etc. And also we can have set up many parameters so that we can encourage the growers, motivate them. And because if it can be declared as a cash crop, already it's very, very costly. One of the costliest tree vegetable. So that we can see, right? So encouraging, popularizing, familiarization, it's just the beginning so that, the huge income that is depending upon this particular tree bean can be realized through such ventures.
Sir, lastly, your name and designation.
Okay, I am Thangchang Robert Singh, Department of Botany, Manipur University. At the moment, I'm working there. Earlier, I was in Mizoram University, Biotech Department for 16 years.
So your research is based on this Parkia?
Yeah. I did my PhD, then postdoc on that, and still continuing with this.
Thank you, sir. All the best.
We'll now take a short break. Stay tuned.
Are you looking for an eco-friendly school with well-equipped teachers, good structure, good library, free development skills, and not just that, a school with good sports facilities? I have the right school for you.
Cornerstone High Secondary School, located in Duncan Basti, Dimapur, is an eco-friendly school that provides several facilities and opportunities for the holistic growth of their students. Its campus's facilities and services includes building, hostel, library, laboratory, canteen, games and sports, etc. The school has also announced a special offer for the scholastic year of 2026.
In a significant development to end insurgency, Mizoram government has signed a peace accord with a faction of the Mar People's Convention Democratic. The memorandum of settlement was signed on Tuesday between the state government and the Mar People's Convention faction led by Lalming Thanga Senate at Sakawar, the headquarters of the Sinlung Hills Council. The agreement was signed by Mizoram Home Secretary David Lalithan Luangla in the presence of senior officials and community leaders, including Lalwan Puai Punte. 43 cadres of the Sanate-led faction will lay down arms and join the mainstream, according to the Phek. Meanwhile, a homecoming ceremony is scheduled for April 30 at the Central Training Institute at Sesawang. The accord lays out a development roadmap for the Mar-dominated SHC region in northern and northeastern Mizoram, including enhanced budgetary allocation, infrastructure upgrades, improved connectivity and a special development package. It also grants official recognition to Sikpui Roy, the largest Mar festival observed annually on December 5. The recent Tronglaubi incident, along with subsequent development reported across the valley, has triggered sharp reactions, with Inner Manipur MP Bimol Akwejam questioning the handling of situation and alleging serious lapses on the part of security forces. Reacting to the incident, Akwejam said the crisis that began on May 3, 2023 remains unresolved, asserting that an abnormal situation is being normalized. In Manipur, he pointed out that despite the presence of central forces including CRPF and Indian Army units in the area, such as incidents continue to recur. He further noted that even elected representatives were previously prevented from visiting affected areas by security forces, referring to the Trung Lobby violence in which 3 civilians were killed in firing. Akwejam questioned whether standard operating procedures for crowd control were followed. He raised concerns over the possible use of live ammunition, stating that such response reflects a breakdown in professional conduct. He also questioned whether adequate coordination exists between Central Forces, Army and Manipur Police in handling volatile situations, and whether specialized crowd control units like Rapid Action Force were deployed.
And it shows that the issue has not been resolved. The one we started on May 3, 3rd May 2023. From there onwards, the things have not been completely resolved. In fact, it's a very strange situation. We are normalizing what is essentially an abnormal condition. So that thing has happened. This is another incident. You have 2 deployments around that area. One of the CRPF, another is the Indian Army units are there. Same thing happened some months back. I have tried to visit the place. The security forces didn't allow me. In that district only, there is a place called Nganukon. There also there was a bomb blast, and nearby you have the Central Security Forces. We understand that our security forces are working under extreme difficult situation, and yet this has been happening since the beginning of the crisis. That public trust in our security agencies and forces have been happening, particularly among the Central Security Forces, and there has been a lot of suspicions about their partitions, what people feel as a partition role. So it's unfortunate. One is barely 5 years old, and the younger sister is only 5 months. In Manipuri, we have a function called Chawumba. Means when the child started, it's there in the UP and other also. You have this ceremony where the newborn baby, when they started taking solid food. जो solid food लेने शुरू हुआ ना, उसका एक ritual है. तो वो 2 दिन में करने वाला था वो बच्ची का. A constitutional responsibility. They shouldn't behave like a peacekeeping mission in a foreign country, separating citizens for 3 years. That's not done.
Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has expressed confidence that BJP will sweep Assam and West Bengal elections. He said in Assam his party will win 100 seats, while in West Bengal it will secure 200. Earlier, while addressing a gathering in Alipurduar, Sarma said strict border measures have already been implemented in Assam and Tripura, and stressed that similar actions is now needed in West Bengal.
असम में 100, बंगाल में 200. हमें Tripura and Assam, we have sealed the border. Need of the hour is to seal the border of West Bengal.
Refugees from Myanmar and Bangladesh, along with internally displaced persons from Manipur currently taking shelter in Mizoram, will be included in the country's ongoing census exercise, according to census officials. Data from the State Home Department indicates that nearly 40,000 people displaced by internal crisis in Myanmar, Bangladesh and Manipur are presently residing in different parts of Mizoram. Addressing a press conference on Wednesday, officials from the Directorate of Census Operation clarified that displaced individuals living in rented houses or relief camps at the time of the enumeration will be counted as part of the census process. Officials emphasized that the exercise focuses on population enumeration and is not related to citizenship registration. They further noted that including these groups is necessary to ensure an accurate assessment of the state's population and the resources being consumed. A team of Indian researchers from Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram has described a new species of band-toed gecko, Cytodactylus jayadityae sp. from the lowland forests of North Tripura, marking a significant addition to India's rich reptilian diversity. According to a press release, the study was published in the European Journal of Taxonomy on April 14th. The discovery was made through an integrative approach combining morphological, statistical and molecular analysis, which confirmed the species as distinct from its closest relative, Cytodactylus tripuranus, with a genetic divergence of 4.7 to 5.2% in the mitochondrial ND2 gene. With this addition, the number of Cytodactylus species in Northeast India rises to 31, further reinforcing the region's global importance as part of the Indo-Burma biodiversity hotspot. The species has been named in honor of Dr. Jayaditya Puriyasta, a noted Indian herpetologist, recognizing his immense contribution to reptile research and conservation in the region. Arunachal Pradesh Governor K.T. Patnaik met Union Minister Jyotiraditya M. Scindia in New Delhi on Wednesday, April 15, seeking greater support from the centre to strengthen sports infrastructure and boost the agri-horticulture sector in the state. According to an official release, the governor highlighted the strong sporting potential among the youth of Arunachal Pradesh and stressed the need for modern and accessible sports facilities to help them excel. He also requested assistance from the Ministry of Development of North-Eastern Region from setting up a full-scale football facility in Itanagar. Governor Patnaik further proposed the establishment of multi-purpose sports centers and training institutions across both eastern and western parts of the state to ensure balanced development. During the meeting, he also emphasized the importance of agri-horticulture sector, describing it as a key driver of economic growth and livelihood generation in the state. The discussion focused on strengthening infrastructure and expanding opportunities for youth to enhance support for the central government in line with the state's long-term development goals. Deputy Chief Minister Los Dikho on Thursday said that Chief Minister Y. Khemchand Singh will continue his outreach program in the hill districts, urging the public to extend cooperation, maintain peace. The statement comes amid reports that a Kuki Village Volunteers Eastern Zone group has warned the Chief Minister against visiting certain areas. Speaking to media persons at his office chamber at the News Secretariat, Mantripukri, Dikho appealed to the public not to obstruct the Chief Minister's visit. He acknowledged that differences may exist on certain issues but stressed that preventing the Chief Minister from visiting any part of the state is not fair. Responding to queries on development works, Dikho said the government continues to push forward initiatives despite prevailing challenges. He noted that people, even in remote and previously inaccessible areas, continue to demand basic infrastructure and welfare measures. On the issue of drinking water, the Deputy Chief Minister acknowledged persistent challenges, particularly in hill areas where dependence on natural springs remain high. Dikho attributed the crisis partly to environmental degradation, stating that deforestation and activities in catchment areas have led to drying up of springs. He added that the government is working towards better coordination between departments, particularly linking forest conservation with water supply efforts to address the issue in integrated manner. That's all for now. Thank you for watching Hornbill TV.